Good morning, everybody. After yet another profitable day betting on NBA player props, which was yesterday when we went 2-1, we are back today with 3 more NBA player props that I absolutely love. Locked in all 3 of them. I think they're all really good. So for today, I'm going to be giving you my NBA player prop best bets for today, Tuesday, March 14th. To do a little bit of a recap from yesterday. So I mentioned that I had 3 picks. One of them was Killian Hayes under 14.5 points. That cashed. He ended with 10. Another one was DeAndre Hunter under 5.5 assists. That cashed. He ended with 2. But I did have Jaylen Brown under 25.5 points. That did not cash as he ended with 43. A lot of points. But 2-1 means profit, which we will take. I will always take a profitable day betting on NBA player props. So for today, again, I am back with 3 more. Before I get into it, for those of you watching, would appreciate it if you could like, comment, and subscribe to the YouTube channel. And then, of course, if you want to find me on social media, which I recommend hitting me up on Twitter because I post a bunch more plays that don't make it into a YouTube video. At Jedi Modi, link to it in the video. So, NBA player props. Using oddsjam, using the positive expected value page is quite nice because you can filter literally for the NBA, literally for player props, and the only thing that pops up here are mathematically profitable NBA player props. And we can get right into it. So the first play that we locked in here is Chris Paul under 9.5 assists. I locked in this play plus 110 odds at PointsBet. So everything when it comes to profitability is derived from these no vig odds that you see here, right? In this case, we got a wild value with the no vig odds pricing this at minus 101, telling you that this play is going to hit more often than not, according to these odds. And PointsBet offered it all the way up at plus 110. Just insane value here on this play. Now, in terms of these no vig odds, I'm not going to go too into it on this video. I do have a video on my YouTube channel where I detail exactly what positive expected value betting is and why these no vig odds are so powerful. All you really need to know for the purposes of this video is that these odds are pulled from the sharpest sportsbooks in the world. The sportsbooks that consistently do the best job at pricing odds. So you can view them as the perfect line representing a market. Anywhere in which you see no vig odds, you can view them as the most accurate representation of what a market should be priced at. In this case, the player assist market for Chris Paul. So the no vig odds are telling you this is going to hit at a minus 101 pace, right? That's the odds they're giving it. And we're getting it all the way up at plus 110 at PointsBet. And then what you want to do, and I do this for every single positive EV play that I take, whether it's a player prop or not. If you just hover your mouse and it's highlighted blue and you literally just click, it pulls up where every sportsbook is pricing odds for this play. And you want to just make sure that the bet you're placing is an outlier, right? Compare the odds of the bet you're placing. In this case, Chris Paul under 9.5 plus 110 odds. Compare that to every other book and look at the insane value that we got at PointsBet at plus 110. Every other book, odds ranging from minus 112 up to minus 120. And if you look at every other book, majority of them actually favor the under. They have the under as the more likely scenario, right? Like BetMGM has the under priced at minus 120, the over at minus 110. They have the under as the more expensive play, right? Minus 120 versus minus 110, which is them telling you they think the under is the more likely scenario. So they're charging more money for it. Same with Caesars. Same with Pinnacle. And then if we look at DraftKings, they have it 50-50. Equal juice on each side. Minus 115, minus 115. Well, we're getting it for plus money. We're getting it for plus 110. So even if this bet hits at a 50% rate, that will be profitable for us because of the plus 110 odds, right? Plus money means you don't have to win 50% of your bets to be profitable. And if you do win 50% of your bets, then you are profitable. And the only book that doesn't favor the under or have it at 50-50 is BetOnline, but they still have it so close to 50-50, minus 115 towards the over, minus 112 towards the under. This is just an insane value on Chris Paul under 9.5 assists. So I locked it in. Play number 1. Play number 2. We are looking at Fred VanVleet under 2.5 made 3-pointers. This is also at PointsBet at plus 140 odds. OddsJam perfect line prices this one at plus 130. So again, PointsBet at plus 140. We got it at plus 130. That 10-cent gap, that is where your profitability comes into play. Same thing here. You want to compare the odds of the bet you're placing to every other sports book. So plus 140 does seem to be close to the FanDuel line, which has it at plus 130. And then every other book, like 20 cents lower at BetRivers, 22 cents lower at BetOnline. And then from there, plus 110 pretty much across the board with Caesars at plus 106. So this is another example of a play that we got for plus money that is a clear outlier compared to every other sports book. Now, I do get a question asking, like, why would you place something that's plus money if inherently it has less than a 50% chance of hitting? And that's a good point, right? Like this Fred VanVleet, the plus 130 odds, if you back out the implied win percentage of the plus 130, no vig, fair odds, that gives you a win percentage of about 43%. That's not high. This bet's going to lose roughly 57% of the time, a little bit less. But keep in mind, we got it at plus 140. So if you go to calculators, you go to odds converter calculator, you can type in the odds of your bet, in this case, plus 140. Well, the plus 140 odds has a win percentage of roughly 41.67%. This is basically telling you if you place 1,000 bets at plus 140 odds and you win exactly 41.67% of those bets, you will have broken even, right? You'll just totally net neutral. Any number above 41.67%, so pretty much 42% and above, you are profiting. So we know, thanks to the no-vig odds, that this is going to hit at a 43.41% rate. But it only needs to hit at like a 42% rate for us to make money. So the gap between the break-even number and the odds, the win percentage of the bet itself, that is your profitability. That is another way to view positive expected value betting. It's going to hit at a higher rate than the implied odds that the sportsbook is offering. That is literally the definition of positive expected value betting. So I'm not scared off of plays that are plus money because you get paid more. That's really as simple as that. You hit a plus money bet, it's a lot more valuable than not hitting a plus money bet, than hitting one for minus money. So that's not me saying I only take plus money. I just take wherever the value is there. If it's for plus, I'll take it. If it's for minus, I'll take it. But I'm not scared off by bets that are for plus money. That's play number 2. Play number 3, and the last play for this video is Kristaps Porzingis over 2.5 made 3-pointers, plus 120 odds at Bet365. So we got it at plus 120. Pinnacle is close, admittedly, as is BetMGM. But for player props, you want to take the odds of the majority of the sports books and look at the rest of the markets. Minus 115, minus 108, minus 103, plus 100, minus 108, plus 103, plus 100. Beats the no-vig odds of every book except for Pinnacle and BetMGM. Pinnacle is the sharpest book when it comes to main lines. It's still sharp for player props, but it's not the end-all be-all like it is for main lines. So I will take something like this, where Pinnacle is close to the odds of the bet we're placing, because if look at the rest of the markets, right? It's an outlier clearly to the rest of the sports books. And player props are a little bit different. So this play, Kristaps Porzingis over 2.5 made 3-pointers, plus 120 odds at Bet365 is my third and final pick for this video. 3 picks, all plus money. Great odds that we got here, and that's going to be it. So if you're tailing these, comment and let me know. I would love to hear it. Please remember, again, like, comment, subscribe. Hit me up on social media. Make sure to follow me because I give out picks all over the course of the day, as well as some other sports analysis stuff, and that's it. So thanks, everybody, for watching, and have a good one.